Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 5 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4, Arms Against Tyranny and all DLC enabled latest patch. We're playing as Kingdom of Hungary, which has by now become the Kingdom or the Empire of Austria-Hungary. So we're on our way to restoring that. And in the first 4 episodes, we've basically gone down, obviously, the monarchist political tree and restored Austria-Hungary. We have also industrialized, kind of went about halfway through industrialization tree and got the research, the fourth research slot, the first of the available ones in the industrialization tree. And we've gone a little bit of a secret rearmament and war games. We're now currently going through the Bled Agreement. We were hoping that the Treaty of Trianon, the unfair treaty that was imposed on us after the Great War, would go away with the restoration of Austria-Hungary, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And so we're trying to remove that in order to raise our manpower and actually get our divisions to full strength and increase our military capability. Let's go ahead and unpause and just speed 2 while we're chatting through this. And to that end, we've stationed a few divisions on the Romanian border, given I think the Treaty of Trianon has to be negotiated or renegotiated with the Kingdom of Romania into a Bled Agreement. So to give the Romanians something to think about, we've put 13 divisions on our eastern border with Romania. Otherwise, we're saving political power in case we are able to switch away and maybe go to volunteer only or limited conscription once the Bled Agreement. I actually don't know what that entails, what that will give us. But it is a small-scale secret rearmament will not suffice. We must reach out to our neighbors and request redress of the treaty imposed on us after the Great War. Hungary has an equal right to armament. So let's see how this actually plays out. Hopefully, the Romanians got the message with our reunification with Austria, but we'll see. After that, I think we will try to speed through the industrial power through the industrialization tree. And try to get these, all these nice, more civilian factories, more research bonus, another research slot, more resources as well. As we ramp up our production, it's we only as we do research rather for new weapons, right? It's only it only makes sense, or it's only actually affects us as far as we're able to produce that new equipment, and we can only produce that new equipment as far as our industrial capacity can take us, and our industrial capacity can only be so effective as to actually how much resources we have. Now we do have actually spare steel, so that's not an issue. Neither is aluminium, so that's fine. Rubber, however, is an issue. To that end, I would suggest we trade with Siam for at least 8. I don't want to give away too many of our factories, but since we are building up an air force and upgrading indeed some basic close air support and basic small airframes. We kind of have an abnormal number of factories here now, so I'll just trade for 1 rubber. I think that's okay, because we will switch these away as soon as we actually get new equipment researched. As we have now, we're powering through to get the 1939 infantry equipment. We're also getting the 15 centimeter 35M tier 2 artillery, right? And then we'll put most of our military factories on these. We're also allocated 1 research slot, I think now, possibly even 2, maybe we'll do. 2 tanks. All right, to that end, we're researching 1938 medium tank chassis. To be honest, we kind of do need a second slot because we need another 180 days here. Yeah, we need kind of 2 slots for 180 days, right? Which will take us to the end of 1938, really. All right, so once this is done in 100 days, we can do, for example, the engines, and then we do the armor. I mean, that's kind of what we need to actually start building these, and frankly, at that point, we might as well just do the 1940s chassis. That would be, that kind of makes more sense. Plus, on top of all of that, before we actually get there, right, we obviously need tier 2 artillery, because that gives us medium howitzer and medium cannon, for example, which gives breakthrough to soft and hard attack. He also wouldn't hurt to potentially get, anti-tank guns. Let's read this in a second, because this is what unlocks, for example, basic high velocity cannon that gives soft and hard attack. I mean, this is a decent one to get. Yeah, we need to think about what we want our medium tanks to achieve, and the reality will probably, you know, build one line of them, right? Support our infantry. That will probably be the first their first role, and an infantry support role. Yeah, let's have a think. Let's have a think of that in a second. But we'll definitely need to get AT guns 1 at least researched. Yeah, maybe even level 2. Let's have a think. Let's have a think about tank design in a minute. Anti-air would also actually be nice, because that does also give some, you know, an automatic cannon, basic anti-air gun, heavy cannon. Oh, this is a weapon that can fire a large, yeah, okay, kind of decent characteristics for both. Let's see. But for now, Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. The Bulgarian government has signed a commercial agreement with several German companies in an attempt to strengthen ties with the German Reich while stimulating the injection of foreign capital into the country. Under this agreement, German investors will receive significant legal benefits and tax reductions when operating in Bulgaria. They only seek Adolf Hitler's protection. Indeed, that doesn't bother us too much, although we do see this as our sphere of influence, I would say. And so, yeah, it would be nice to eventually get Bulgaria into the Austro-Hungarian Empire. However, key focus right now is on Czechoslovakia for their industrial base and for their resources. Since if we look at the resource map, it would be nice to get this. Yeah, we have an abundance of steel, but again, like I said, if we're going to keep industrializing, we definitely want, for example, southern Slovakia. We want Moravia. Where's the Sudetenland? I guess the Germans are probably pretty keen on Sudetenland themselves. I can't believe it goes around all the way like that. But if we could get Moravia, it would be kind of odd to have this squiggly German line here. But Prague, I feel like that rightfully belongs to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Let's have a look. After we do the Bled Agreement, we do have this focus, protect Czechoslovakia. Let's have a see what that actually does for us. Yeah, okay, that... hang on, a restoration of Austria-Hungary. Well, actually, Sudetenland is now a core. Okay, so Sudetenland, Bohemia, Moravia, Southern Slovakia, Western Slovakia. Okay, so all of these are now cores for us, frankly. So we probably will demand the whole thing. Okay. Do we know anything about their army? Unfortunately, we do not know anything about their army. They do not have a lot. They don't have a lot of war support. That we know. So once we renegotiate the Bled Agreement, we will go. Yeah, we will go towards renegotiating. I don't know. Or attempting to persuade Czechoslovakia that they're in need of our protection through negotiations or through force. So we will then move our army onto this border and complete that focus, right? And if there is a war, yeah, then we'll see. I guess we will have to just see. I mean, we'll, yeah. If there is a war, let's have a think. Supply map mode. Okay, yeah, we need Bratislava and Brno. That will cut them off, and then we split them in half. Right? What do we need to make Czech Republic capitulate? We need Brno, and we need Prague, of course. So 50. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all we need. That's 50 victory points. All of these are 5. Yeah. Okay, so we need to break through at the south here and take Prague. So it's really, this is what we need, and we conveniently have a supply point here. Yeah. So we're gonna have to position ourselves here, just kind of defend our southern flank in Budapest, because we can't be cut off from our supply point in the capital. Yeah, and luckily, you know, we don't have to cross any mountains. We just need to roll. They're not even rivers. Hopefully, Czech Republic, the Czechs will see sense, right, in our proposal. But let's see. While we're waiting for this to complete, I guess, yeah, the one thing we can theorize on, I was going to say, is the tank, but let's just have a look. That's actually our construction. So let's review our industrial base. We're now up to 40 respectable 49 factories, 35 civilian, right? Of which we use 11, which is 10 for consumer goods and 1 for imports. That's okay, right? And we own 32 only. Okay, and we're 2 from exports. Let's just quickly check. We're exporting our aluminium, right, to Latvia and Lithuania. Okay, through Poland. Okay, let's just take a note of that. Otherwise, yeah, what do we build? I guess, right, that is the question. It would be nice to build some synthetic refineries. However, we haven't actually got that tech, and we need to get on top of that. But for that, we need this autarky, ideally. It's a shame. Okay. Now, we have built a fuel silo, I believe. Yeah, we now have fuel capacity of 190,000. When we currently have 66,000 fuel in the bank in our silos. Daily gain is 178, mostly from oil. Current daily consumption is 0, which is interesting because why don't we set our close air support to actually train, right? Because they are currently rookies. Yeah, let's go ahead and set them to some exercises, get that area XP ticking. Unfortunately, what is the reliability of our basic close? Oh, I hope I didn't just, no, I didn't, jeez, okay. Okay, interwar close air support, I would just decommission, right? Transport, okay, transport is okay, but this one, reliability is 80%, okay, that's not fantastic, so we are going to lose airplanes from these exercises, but fine. I guess we do need to keep that experience level up. Although, yeah, it's good to get air experience. I mean, as we add to these air wings, to be honest, they will obviously lose experience because there's 45 airplanes missing, and we're not putting any of what we produce in the field right now, I think, because we don't have the manpower, unfortunately. Why is this like 90 of reinforcements? Basic close airframe. We haven't really changed anything. Needed for reinforcements. Is that because it's 45 plus 45 for the air wings? Yeah, we have 2 air wings. Yes, okay, so these need to be put into the air wings. Okay, these are considered to be upgrades. And this is the 100 fighters. Okay. So what do we have in here? We have 39 basic small. Okay, so 60, 61 for upgrades. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so you have 1 air wing of fighters being upgraded, fine, and 2 air wings of close air support that are being filled. That's okay. So we are saving up fuel now. So we're not, well, now we're exercising. So now we are still saving, right? Current daily consumption 116, gain is 178. So we are filling it in, and it will work with current production rate. You will fill your fuel capacity in 1.9 years. Fine. So silo is not an option. Obviously, naval dockyard is not an option. We don't want to convert anything. What about so infrastructure is an option, or civilian factories. Now, okay, let's have a look. A few more civilian factories. We actually have space. We have space. Yeah, we actually have space, but do we... I think so. Our choices are civilian factories, military factories, or infrastructure. That's really the options. Do we need military factories? We have 1 on this. To be honest, we have like more than enough. 15 is more than enough for now. What do we need? Air Force. We're going to need tanks. We don't actually need to research those though. We will need to rearm. Like, we need to produce a lot of artillery, but it's fine. We'll just move these onto here because there's no point in building, you know, a lot of airplanes since we can't actually operate a lot of them. I mean, it's good to build some for the future, but we need to build up our, you know, fuel economy to actually be able to run let's say even an air force of 500 would be nice, right? Let's say like 3 close air support, 3 fighters, 600, right? So, but I feel like 15 is more than enough military factories for now. What do we get with infrastructure? Could get a bit more steel, aluminium, right? So could we build this to 5? Get a bit more oil. And let's say this, just to keep it 100% everywhere. That gives us, you know, better construction speed, better everything. Could we... We don't even have anti-air. That would be nice to build raiders. We don't have air bases. Actually, you know what? Eventually we'll have to fight Romania. But we do have a supply. I was going to build a supply point, but actually, now that I look at it, to fight with Romania, our first target is to get North Transylvania here, wherever this hub, this supply depot is, right? And then we maybe fight through to Timisoara and then connect our railway. So we don't need any supply hubs right off the get-go, right? Is there a river crossing between these or not? No, there is no river there, right? Yeah, it's just a border. Yeah, so we just need to fight into this forest. So is there anything we can build for supply here? Czech Republic we should be okay with, since we only need Brno and Prague. Yeah, and here we're actually okay. If we get into Zagreb, I mean, getting to Belgrade. Actually, if we fight through to Timisoara, it looks like the railway here is almost connected, so... So, yeah, I'm not sure. Well, we'll lay our own railway when that time comes for it. So we don't need any supply hubs, I don't think. Railways we're kind of okay with. So it's really infrastructure. We could always do with some more civilian factories, of course. But I mean, we kind of have more than enough right now, I feel. No? We have 30, 35. So that's 2 buildings we can... Well, I guess we could do 7 more, right? It's fine. Let's put 1 more in. Put 1 more civilian factory. That will make it 9 that are available for construction, right? We're then going to get 2 more. Okay, we'll get 2 more soon. Yeah, that's all we're gonna get. Or maybe we get 3 military, we'll see. But there's potential for 2 more, so okay, let's build 1 and then just build infrastructure. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause. Keep the game running. I tried to turn the music down, guys. I feel like it was maybe a bit too loud in the previous episodes, because I switched PCs and some of the settings are off. I used to have sound kind of dampened in OBS directly, the recording software, but now I don't have any sound dampening kind of there. So I'm just trying to find the right level of volume within the game. Spain was annexed. Okay, so who won in the end? Pretty interesting. Oh no, wait. So, okay, so Spain lost. Nobody's won yet. Okay, so Carlists are fighting. Regional Defense Council of Aragon. Well, they need to mop this up. Okay, I think the nationalists look like they are... Yeah, look like they're winning. The anarchists are just too weak. Okay, well... Not sure if just thinking, is that a good thing for us or a bad thing? Because these guys are fascist, so strong men, I think. I think that's overall a net positive for us. I think. Now, Bled agreement done. Let's have a look how that shakes out. And then let's see, are we really ready to protect Czechoslovakia? Let's just wait to see how that... Let's just wait and see what the Bled agreement, what the event, how that plays out. Because we're saving like right up to like 30 or 10 days of national focus, so that's fine. What do the Romanians say? Bled agreement. We have managed to secure Romanian support for a partial revision of the Treaty of Trianon. All restrictions on our military have been removed. The international arms inspectors have left the country and the War Ministry has drawn up initial plans for a modest expansion of our armed forces. Great. Replace Treaty of Trianon with Bled agreement. Effective change. Recruitable population plus 0.5%. Military factory construction speed plus 50%. Great. Okay. Okay, let's let the game kind of adjust. Just quickly Bled agreement. Okay, so we should now have... Okay, secret armor gives 0.2. Disarmed nation gives us 1%. Okay, so let's let this tick up to max first, right? No, wait, where is Bled agreement? Okay. Well, first of all, okay, let's see how that... Oh, sorry, it's plus, which means like it's what, net 0? Or is that actually like plus? Let's see. This should tick up at least, you know, as the recruitable population kind of ramps up to its one, so from 0.7, which it used to be, right? Yeah, we got 0.3 to 7 mobilizing, and then we'll see if we increase that to, and I think we will, to volunteer only for an extra 0.5%. I don't want to lose, yeah, don't want to go above that just yet, I think. Right, but that will cost us 150. Okay, what other options do we have? We could put in a an elusive gentleman with that war industrialist, gives us fuel silo and military factory plus 10%. But we currently have like plus 50%. That's a lot. Will that last forever? Not sure, frankly, but we definitely do want to take advantage of that right now, don't we? Right, like 2 factories in 2 factories in Alfeld. Let's go ahead and just knock these out. Not even that we need them, but I would like to just build them since we have that 50% bonus. Otherwise, okay, are we ready for Czechoslovakia in 70 days? It would be nice to know like what 70 days. I'm kind of not sure, to be honest. How do we... Okay. Front line. Okay, this should be a front line. And we're just going to spearhead for Prague, really, right? Or... I guess maybe not spearhead, actually. Maybe we just do an offensive line. Kind of forward right here through Brno. That's what we really need. Right, these are the 13 divisions. Czechoslovakia issues note of protest. Czechoslovakian ambassador has transmitted the following note. The government of Czechoslovakia is watching the recent developments in Austria-Hungary with grave concern. The Treaty of Trianon has long been a guarantee for peace and stability in the region. While the Czechoslovakian government accepts in principle that nations should be permitted to choose their own destiny, we must urge the government of Austria-Hungary in the strongest possible terms to abide by the treaty. The consequences of destabilizing the region any further could very quickly become uncontrollable. Good for them. Okay, it does not look like they're going to go willingly. We have tried to improve relations. Let's continue to try. Let's give it another go. Perhaps we're not quite ready. Let's let that population tick up. See where we are at. I think we do announce the GEOR program first. Our military is dangerously weak. Yeah, we'll fix that now. It is imperative that we boost its size and fighting capability. To do this, we must significantly bolster our industry to keep up with the growing demands in equipment. The 5-year GEOR program will increase government spending not only on the military itself, but also on ancillary sectors such as industry, agriculture, infrastructure, and education. Yeah, I feel like we really want this as early as possible because we want that research slot more than anything. Okay, let's do that for 70 days. Meanwhile, our manpower is finally ticking up, so everything is full, so everything we have now is extra, right? Which is great. Now we have this gentleman here. And I was thinking the other day, maybe we actually give the field marshal command to our Austrian brothers, given just how, frankly, experienced this man is. And charismatic and offensive is also good. Mountaineer. I mean, we don't need the mountains here, but okay, we'll keep this guy in reserve. I was gonna give him the field marshal position. This guy's up for promotion, but we want improvisation expert, right, rather than guerrilla fighter, really. Okay, let's assign a commander. Gezalakatos, Panzer leader we have Gunther Becker. Now let's get Gezalakos. Okay, he will command the second army. His job will be to hold Budapest. That's his job already. Okay, so let's maybe take his divisions. And we can delete, hold the line order here. Yeah, his job is really to hold Budapest and supply lines. We kind of need to hold throughout here though. But I feel like if we push onto Prague, I was gonna say that will stop the Czechs, you know, from counter-attacking. But actually, it makes perfect sense for them to counter-attack along the river here, because they would be breaking our supply lines. So we can kind of give up some land here, like it's kind of irrelevant, right? So what we really, frankly, want.
Yes.
Okay, how about then we delete this? We actually get the front line. I mean, this is what we want, really. Right? Let's put this. We need to protect the supply line from, protect Budapest and protect Budapest-Vienna supply line. Right, and then if we push on Brno and Prague, I mean, if we do that quickly, if they're foolish enough to draw forces away to, you know, get some territory in eastern Hungary, Austria-Hungary, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, it's only good for us. We'll make them capitulate before they're able to do any damage here, as long as we hold them off at Budapest. So that is okay. Now I will move also our airplanes to Austria, so that they are closer to the front here. Alright. Oh, yep, so we got... Okay, so we do have a bit of that air force. We do have now 70... Yeah, we got like 90 days, so how about we recruit? How about we recruit? We also have some 54 army experience. Now, what do we do with that army experience? And what I thought we should do actually while I wasn't playing the game, I actually thought what we need to do is to go to our special forces and elevate mountaineers, because we're not going to be using a lot of marines. Paratroopers I just don't think we have the capacity for. We are surrounded by mountains. I mean, everywhere in Italy here, Switzerland, Czech Republic if we ever fight there, Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, all of the Balkans, Greece, Turkey if we ever get there. So we definitely want to elevate mountaineers. For that reason, I think it's thematic. I think it will make sense. We will be using mountaineers. But another great thing about mountaineers is they give you these rangers, right? It's just a special kind of special forces recon unit. So I do want to unlock this. However, we cannot unlock this until we actually research mountaineers. So we need to first even conceive of a mountaineer division. Okay, so that will come later down the line. That will be the next 60 experience. Right, we need 60 for that, right? 54 rather. Okay. Meanwhile, then let's just train up some. I was going to train up some more infantry divisions because our front lines are now growing quite a little bit wider. And because of that, we need a little bit more of these. What do we have? We have 6 battalions of infantry, 2 battalions of artillery. I think that's a decent division. We don't have any support. I mean, recon would be nice, but we'll give them rangers once that actually comes to pass. Yeah, for now I think I don't want to waste army experience on that. Yeah, I feel like this is a decent division. It needs a lot of supply. Right, so the supply usage... wait, so where's supply? Supply. Use 0.78. Quite a lot of supply. But okay, let's go ahead and train these. We'll train these one at a time. We need, let's say this guy has 16, maybe... Let's see how much manpower we actually have. Okay, let's train one at a time. Right, well, let's see. Let's make use of that manpower as it... so we have 120,000, yeah, as it builds up. But we have 120,000 now with 0.77. So that should go up by like 50%, a bit more. So we should have another 60,000 or so, right? So that's enough for like, yeah, enough maybe 5 more divisions. Plus, I just want to have some in the bank so we can actually deploy our airplanes, Air Force, and just generally have some for replacing casualties. Still fighting. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's have a look what's going on in Italy. Republican Italy. No, sorry, this is the Republican Italy. It's Democratic Italy's overthrowing Mussolini. Interesting development on our southern flank. Or southwest. Yes, I guess I'm just thinking, do we have enough to take on Czech Republic? Kind of hoping that we do. At the same time, they're not. Yeah, they're definitely not going to submit. I feel like Austria. They're also not quite as much of a pushover as Austria. Although, maybe the longer we wait, I mean, we're going to get what, 1 extra division basically. Manpower 7,000. Okay. Should we maybe like add unit, train 2 divisions at the same time? So maybe we train like 4 more divisions. Right, we'll definitely switch to volunteer only at some point and add to that. Right. I mean, if we switch to beyond volunteer now, we'll lose factory output and recruitable population 0.2. Right. Which means that going up to limited conscription, I mean, it adds a percent, whereas for us it will add 0.8. I don't necessarily need that right now. I mean, we will need it eventually. Question is, do we just go to... Yeah, it's 150 political power. That is the question. Do we want to spend that, or do we... I guess we could get 150, right? So we could get a staunch monarchist, war industrialist. You know what we could do actually? We could go ahead and establish an agency, since we do have that. I feel like we have spares. Civilian factories. What fits? Austria, Hungary. A lion. A bow, a tower. I feel like a bow or this eagle. The eagle has been overused. Let's go something monarchist. There you go. Let's create a spy agency. We'll start working on that because we do need to know. It would be nice to know what's going on in Czech Republic, for example. Should have done that earlier actually, because we do have that spare. I would consider that to be spare capacity. You don't need any of this now or in the very near future. Phalanges Poland declared war on Poland. Okay. Okay, the Czechs. I mean, we have 13 divisions. It should be pretty easy to push through. I feel like we do, yeah, once these train up. Like, when will they train up? 5th of November. 24th of November. So by end of November, we'll have 2 additional divisions. Recruit and deploy. No location set. Lower Austria. We have inherited a few division templates from Austrians. Actually, with mountaineers. It would be cool if we actually inherited the techs that they had as well. I feel like that would make sense. Since we have this experience, why don't we go with Professional Officer Corps, where professionals and war is our profession. Army experience gain plus 5%, daily command power, and land doctrine cost. I suggest we invest in that. Professional Officer Corps. Let's, get that snowballing, I guess, over time. Right now. Yep. We'll now get defense plus 10%. That will be the next tech, but after that, We'll see which way we go. I always feel like getting integrated support is better. Computing machine done. Okay, we will in 30 days get that industry research bonus. Could get a radio. What will that give us? That will give us like, we'll basically speed through a couple of these. This we should get 300% bonus soon. We do need, kind of do need some of this, but I would like to actually speed through. I'm gonna allocate, yeah, this to tanks and get the basic engine. Where tanks of the Great War were slow, lumbering beasts, the modern tank relies very much on speed and mobility to achieve victory. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's actually have a look at our focuses. If we do go army maneuvers, mobile focus. Okay, 25% cost reduction for mobile warfare doctrine. Oh, maybe this is what we should have gone with. Or home defense, or grand battle plan. Oh, we didn't actually... Oh, that's a shame. Okay, we're gonna waste the focus here. Seems like we should have gone with mobile warfare as Austria-Hungary. It's not too late. It's not too late, okay. Something to consider. Okay, we're almost at the 1.2% manpower. Hang on, let's just think about our doctrine. So which means we're gonna get like, we're gonna be in surplus of 30,000, right? We could go to volunteer only, get an extra 0.5%. Or do we just go with an extra 1.5, which reduced by 0.2 from losing the lead agreement, sorry, the secret rearmament bonus. Spirit will be removed when increasing conscription. We'll lose 5% factory output as well. Do we want to do that right now? I mean, I don't think so. We're not, I mean, even Romania, we should be able to fight Romania with what we have. Or Yugoslavia, to be honest, that would be a nice one to get. So I feel like we do go to volunteer only. Save ourselves 150. Let's go ahead and do this, volunteer only. I'm sure there will be lots of volunteers who want to be a part of our great journey. Now, Yugoslavia. No war goal to justify. Yeah, nothing here. But we do consider... We do have foreign claims. Interesting, so why? Need... okay. We are improving relations. Okay, we will go to protect Czechoslovakia straight after this. Now I'm thinking, how do we make use of this 190 political power that's just sitting there? I think we go with Elusive Gentleman and start building up our spy network. All of these I mean, this one is kind of nice, but military factory plus 10% isn't really great. It would be nice to get a staunch monarchist, but again, we're fine with stability. So I feel like we go with Elusive Gentleman once we actually have a spy agency. Just created an intelligence agency, yeah. Okay. Let's go with that. There we go. Pause. We've got the 15mm 35M Tabori Tarek gun. Let's go ahead. Artillery manufacturer we have. Kind of generic one. Let's go ahead and do production efficiency gain, production efficiency cap, design team assign cost. So let's go ahead and put that in, given our industry isn't that large yet and we need to produce a lot of these. Okay, I would go ahead and switch to 5 of these. I have 2 here. I would maybe seem like we're doing fine with the airplanes, so I'll switch. Yeah, take a couple of military factories off the airplanes, put them onto artillery. That's fine, yeah, fixes our rubber problem a little bit. Okay, Rook. Okay. Spy agency ready. Let's go ahead and get Elusive Gentleman. Agency upgrade time minus 15% as well. Let's go ahead, get this intelligent agency. And what is the first thing we're going to build? We're going to build an army department, so we get more army intelligence, actually. An unorthodox choice, but we do we would like to know a little bit about Czechoslovakia before we jump into there. Okay, we are getting two, so we'll have 2 slots dedicated to tanks. One is on infantry. This is all nice to have. This is all nice. Okay, we do want these mountaineers. Okay. Okay, this is almost done with the industry. Kind of already 1939. We're not really going to benefit a lot from that 100% speed. Right, it's nice to use that on like ahead of time things. I feel like it would be cool. Maybe we start this now and then we do ahead of time on this one. Because yeah, we only have 61 days. Yeah, we will actually. We can use the tank. We can use this research slot to get these ahead of time, 1939 techs, and then speed through 2 of these. So we'll have like we'll have like super industry basically by 1941. That will be pretty strong. This will take 2 of our research slots, however, for like 180 days, and then I mean this is like 580. Obviously it will be less. It will be like 500 minus 100% bonus. It will be like 250 days. So for the next like year until 1940, we'll lose 2 research points. What do we get? We get 20% cap and like more industry in each state and more factory output. Pretty strong. Could get construction just to keep building things. That's kind of separate. I feel like no point in pushing through that. We almost have like a bit too much now. I mean, we have, do we really have a lack of industry right now? Not really, right? What we do have a lack of is things to actually build, right? We have manpower problem, we sorted a little bit, but we now need to, right, kind of not just put that manpower into leg infantry, but put that manpower into something that is really useful. And what is really useful? To be perfectly honest, it is things like engineers would be nice. Frankly, what would be really nice is get mountaineers and then get rangers for all of our divisions. That would be a big, yeah, that would be a significant improvement for all our divisions. Combat in mountain ranges exposes troops to many perils, but sometimes cannot be avoided. We can minimize these risks by providing our soldiers with specialized training for this environment. Let's go ahead, yeah. Well, then we put our manpower into mountain infantry, first of all. And second of all, we actually get those rangers. So I would go ahead and do this, yeah. And then in terms of 100% industry bonus, we won't use them to like, to go ahead in research. We'll just use them to quickly research the industry things and to be on time, but in 90 days rather than 180. And yeah, so we've got an 80. Basic medium tank chassis. Okay, the 4th International. A number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today for a founding conference, laid the groundwork for what has been known as the 4th International. Calls for its formation have existed for years, with supporters of Trotsky's theories taking the lead. Stalin has responded to the growing support for Trotsky abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival. With the past purges of suspected Trotskyists in the high ranks of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memory, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. Yeah, how many internationals will there be? Okay. Trotsky, again, Red Menace, stirring up trouble. Now, the question for us, however, yeah, I feel like we best use our manpower in tanks. Same with our industrial capacity. Like, we need tanks. To get tanks, we need to power through these 2 and get this one. So I feel like we do go for this armor. Tanks during the Great War only had to contend with enemy small arms. As such, they got away with fairly thin armor. A new generation of anti-tank weaponry has made the battlefield a much more dangerous place for a tank. A much heavier protection is needed. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, once we're done with this infantry equipment, we will think. Hang on. So we have a tank manufacturer. MIO that we actually need to decide on. Yeah, we're never going to go above medium tanks, I guess, since our MIO only works for the medium tanks. But what do we have? Soft attack, defense, reliability, simplified suspension. Yeah, I guess we go with the reliability, just to not have to I guess, yeah, I'll go with these two, and then we go production efficiency, production resource need. This is a good one. Max speed, max defense. Yeah, let's go with reliability, so we don't put a lot of strain on our industry, because the more we build and the less reliability they have, I think the more we need the more of our industrial capacity we need to allocate to reinforcements, or just, you know, yeah, reinforcing broken down units. We don't want to do that, given our industrial base is not going to be, you know, crazy strong, at least for the next few years. Okay, let's slow down, pause. German Reich declared war on Czechoslovakia. Oof. Hang on, but where was the event? Announced the GEO program. Okay, let's go ahead and protect Czechoslovakia. Does not exist, is a subject of another country. Oh. What if we research that? But what if the Germans now... Hang on. Hang on. Maybe we should have done this earlier. We should have skipped that GEOR program. Because what if now... I don't know how this is going to work. Protect Czechoslovakia. Are we really going to go up against Germany? Like, no. Right? But what if we tell them we're going to protect you? But if they refuse, we will just attack them as well. And maybe grab a few of these, right? Join the Germans, but maybe we at least grab something in this war. Right? They're all away now, so we're gonna like win, make them capitulate, I'm hoping. Right? I'm hoping the Germans are not gonna be too angry with us. Are they? Okay. German opinion of Austria-Hungary is good. Can we improve relations even more? Let's go. Okay, they're at war with France and Czechoslovakia. Ooh, hang on, let's have a look at Czechoslovakia. Are they like guaranteed? Fighting a defensive war, guaranteeing... Czechoslovakia is guaranteeing Romania. The independence of Czechoslovakia is guaranteed by France. My equipment from France. Okay. Okay, so if we are to go to war with Czechoslovakia, France will be upset with us as well. Okay, tricky. Let's make sure we get this focus correct. Czechoslovakia gets event. Austria-Hungary offers guarantees. They will be more likely to submit if the world tension is high. They are not in a faction. They have a high opinion of us. They have a non-aggression pact with us. Well, let's see. At least let's make this interesting, right? I mean, they still don't like us, so let's go ahead. Maybe we divide it up with Germany. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm gonna go ahead and press on with that focus. Alright, so I'm hoping that they will hold off the Germans along the mountains. We'll strike them from down south. Maybe then we have a peace conference, right? Where you know, we divide it up with Germany. Right, because we really want these bits. Right, we want southern Slovakia, we want western Slovakia. Yeah, maybe we just get Moravia. You know, some of this. Carpathia and Ruthenia, eastern Slovakia, eastern, southern Slovakia, and western. Yeah, basically, let's get Slovakia. We can give Sudetenland to the Germans. Alright. Kind of weird, though. It's a really weird province. I feel like it should be split into, like, north and south, at least. Fine. But let's see. I mean, I really hope... We might have to go to war with France. That is fine. The imperialist powers will not deter us from reunification. We don't want to go to war with Germany. That is for sure. That is not something we want. But just because we attack Czechoslovakia, I don't think that should put us at war with Germany, right? Okay, air doctrines available. Let's have a think. Where do we go with our air doctrine? I feel like battlefield support. By improving how close air support interacts with divisions, we can lay waste to enemy divisions with optimal support. We have formation flying here, fighter detection plus 50%, air wing mission experience gain. Okay, then we have dive bombing, air support, mission efficiency. We have direct ground support, okay, ground support plus 20%. Sorry, air support, mission efficiency plus 20%, ground support plus 20%. Pakistan and India signed a white peace. Let's just take a look at that. Okay, interesting developments. Okay, back to air. I will keep this on pause at speed 1. Formation flying, air superiority, mission efficiency plus 15%, air wing experience gain plus 5%, ace generation plus 25%, air wing. I feel like, yeah, we gain air superiority with a smaller force, and we just air support, mission efficiency, air superiority, close air support to agility. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's pretty much our air force really. Will be forward interception, strategic bombing, naval mission. Yeah, towards the end, air superiority. Yeah, maybe one day we'll build like tactical bombers for a bit of strategic bombing, but ultimately we're all about fighters and close air support, I think. So I feel like maybe we do go with the middle, but we'll do that when the fighting starts. Low manpower. Well, I don't know, we have 50,000 in the bank. Feel like that's okay. We will need, we will be adding battalions to our existing divisions, so we do want to be a bit careful. We now have 7,000 and 7,000 training. Another 14,000 will go. Yeah, we're kind of, this is really the most. We can get like 2 more divisions. To be frank, I would even make it, yeah, knock that down to 2, because we will add battalions to all of our divisions. Army department completed in our spy agency. The Rook. I'll try to think of a better name for it, to be honest. Let's have a think. What else do we have? Diplomatic training. No, which one's a good? Suicide pills on operative detection. Chance offset death. Chance of our operative on capture. Localized training center. Enemy nationality recruit chance plus 25%. Occupied friendly nationality. Oh, this is what we should have done. Okay. Oh, this is what we should have done for the first one, to be honest. Maybe we would have actually gotten some interesting nationalities. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah. Do we know anything about their army? Still nothing. Okay, let's see. How many days? 50 days. Okay, operative. A Hungarian nationality. All Hungarians. Okay, infiltrator and seducer. Otto Ziceni. Infiltration effectiveness and a seducer. Okay, this guy's a great infiltrator. Otto. Let's go build spy network in Prague. I know it's a Republic Sociality Italiana was annexed. Okay. Republican Italy has won. Let's see how they fare. We could actually sow a bit of dissent in there, potentially. Well, let's see. Doctrines available. Air doctrine, insufficient resources. Tungsten. Yeah, that's why we need a bit of Slovakia. Maybe we can prospect for resources there. But right now, decisions wise, can we prospect? Wait, restore the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Wait, hang on, there's actually a... Ah, okay, we need to do this if we control all these provinces, which is North Slovenia, I see in there. Where's North Slovenia, though? Hang on. Let's have a look. Restore... Controls North Slovenia. Bosnia, Dalmatia. Those are all south. Where's North Slovenia? Oh, Slovenia, sorry, not Slovakia. Jesus, Slovenia. Yeah, okay. So we need to get Yugoslavia, basically. Okay, we could justify work there. Integrated puppet of Yugoslavia. Let's have a think. Yugoslavia is at a... The independence of Yugoslavia is guaranteed by Great Britain. Oh dear. France and Romania. What about Romania? Is guaranteeing independence of Turkey and Yugoslavia is guaranteed by France and by Czechoslovakia. Okay. Well, seems like war with France is inevitable. Okay, well, Czech Republic... Well, not really. In fact, do we care? Oh, let's just practice this. Let's get some intel. Let's see what happens in the next 40 days. Otherwise, we are progressing. Yeah, okay, so tanks hopefully will come by 1940. We should have some tanks equipped to use this manpower wisely. We should get mountain infantry, get those rangers unlocked very soon. Okay, and get the new equipment rolling and actually get it into the hands of our soldiers soon. Okay. Yeah, they are holding the Germans off a little bit. But when we come in, I mean, they should just submit to us. I am hoping that if they do submit, then, well, you know, the war with Germany just ends because they no longer exist. Like, we don't just inherit the war with the Germans. We shall see, though. Okay, localized training centers done. Excellent. What else should we do? Commando training? Yeah, I think so. Good on what we do with the commando trait. Okay. We are coming up on the hour, guys, though. Just a few minutes shy of the hour, so gonna have to make a cut here. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you, yeah, if you have any suggestions on what we should do and in what order, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, maybe we'll let it roll for a little bit. But yeah, I think we just went over where we are. We know what's coming. So yeah, excited. And let's go ahead. I'm going to pause here on the 23rd of October. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And I see you in the next episode. But bye for now.